Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome back to our QPR career mode. If you're not all nice and caught up, then go check out the playlist, get yourself caught up, and then of course welcome to today's episode. Today we're cracking on. It's the same old, trying to get through some games, trying to get through the season. At the moment we are sat in 6th place, a European spot, which is fantastic. Very, very happy with that indeed. Obviously United still ahead of us, but do have that game in hand, but we are equal with them on points as things stand right now, but we are a point off of the top 4. Top 4 is not necessarily what I'm aiming for, but we are still powering through. And again, top 6, top 7 is still the dream. That's still what we want to try and get. But today we're getting into, I believe we're getting into March. So yeah, January, February, March. We're going to be playing against Sheffield United and Everton. That is basically what we're trying to do here, is just push forward in the episode in the season. So I guess without further ado, let's get to March. Let's get to the games. So we do have our youth report coming through for the Brazilian keepers. I said in the last episode I was going to try and get those through, but I think I just forgot as I got to the end of the episode. But having a little look here, any future Julio Cesars within our midst. Hugo Carvalho looks okay. Looks decent. I think I'll just scout these two for another month, see if anything comes back. But we're going to have a look and see the goalkeepers we looked at last time. You can see how many players we've got in this youth system. It's kind of crazy. But Da Costa looks fantastic, as does Leonardo Rodriguez. Both look like they're going to be very, very good players for us in the future. Sadly, though, I don't think the Crim is going to get to that point before it's kind of possible for these guys to get called up. But they're here. They might be out on loan if we do get into another thing. But with how long's left of FIFA 23, I don't think they're going to get much game time. Okay, I've got the team ready for our game against Sheffield United here. Obviously going in with what is pretty much our strongest 11. However, Willock making way for Vega. Vega did ask to play, and with how good he was in the last episode, I think it's only fair that he does get the minutes. So Dieng, Henry, Ferro, Collins, Bellerin, Fred, De Silva, Vega, Eze, Chair and Hutton. Up against the 5-back of Sheffield United. I never like playing against 5-backs, but that's what we've got to do today. Just as we jump into the first game of the episode, let's hear from today's video sponsor. Do you need some more coins for your FIFA Ultimate Team? Then look no further than U7Buy. They're the cheapest and most reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins. And if you use code Hursty at checkout, you'll get yourself an extra discount. I want to say a massive thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring us. Don't forget that code Hursty. Now let's get back to the video. The long trip up to Sheffield has been made, and we are going to be taking on the Blades today. Hopefully we can come away with 3 points. We're sitting healthy in the table there. Not looking quite as healthy as us down near the bottom end of things. But Bramall Lane is going to be hosting some Premier League football today, just like it is next season in real life. But let's hopefully come away from today with 3 more important points. Let's hopefully, though, not make it quite as last-minute requirements as the last episode, where we needed those late goals very, very late on, and it was crucial we got them. But today, hopefully, we can score a little bit earlier and secure the points a bit earlier on in the game. Come on, you Ars. Vega going to play into Hutton here. Vega making a run as well after his pass. I've left it way too long. We'll shoot on the first touch, and I'm going to regret doing it instantly as it nearly goes out for a throw, but he's quite literally saved by the whistle. It's a free kick instead. Ball inside here. Sheffield United on the attack. It's poor defence from me there. I've moved Collins into the wrong position, and that is going to be 1-0. That really is bad timing for me. It's really bad defending, I've got to say. And Brewster has put Sheffield United 1-0 up. It was really sloppy defending from me. It really, really was. You can see here as I've moved Ferro across, I then just got Collins, and I've kind of marked the pass instead of marking the run. Either way, I think I was in trouble. I either left the striker open or I gave Brewster an easier shot. I've given Brewster the easier shot, and he's found the back of the net. It's early in the game, but it's 1-0 to Sheffield United. De Silva bringing the ball forward here. Going to play it outside to Chair. Obviously on the other wing that we're used to seeing Ilias Chair. But Vega, I think, is just so much better on that left-hand side. Eze doing really well. Does lose out in the end, though, but brings it forward quite nicely. I think if I'd just either thought a little bit quicker, I could have maybe had a shot with Eze. Or if there was just a little bit more space in the middle of the park, we could have played a ball into someone and potentially have had a good chance at equalising. Ball out wide here. Well done there from Henry. Does see it out for a corner. So we do now have, obviously, more to deal with. The threat is not over yet. Ndiaye is stepping over the ball to whip this one in there. Going to try and get it away. Well done, De Silva. Does head it away, but not particularly far. It is brought down here. Edge of the box for Sheffield United. Fred going to try and close him down now. Ampadu's going to rotate it round. Collins going to try and do the work. Eze gets back there, wins the ball, and we can bring it away. Ball switched out to our right-hand side here as Sheffield bring it forward. Osborne, their left wing back, trying to bring it forward there. But Collins steps in really well and then steps in well again. Doesn't quite manage to keep it ahead of Ampadu, but does draw the foul. So it is going to be our possession there. But Collins doing really well, sort of coming out of defence quite far there. But does make sure that we don't lose possession in that with him being massively out of position. Eze. He stopped as I've tried to shoot. I wanted that long-range strike. I wanted him to have that ball, but he sort of stopped the run and then swung at it. If he'd hit it a bit more naturally, I think it would have been a bit of a better strike. Instead, it goes down as a bit of a wasted chance. Good bit of play here from Sheffield United as they bring this forward. I've pulled Ferrer out there, but now Henry is going to take on Bogle. Wins that ball really well, and that is their wing back now massively out of position. So Vega here could have a bit of a chance to try and run onto something. Robinson is going to try and match him, but he just cannot match him for pace. But no one's in the box here. Good stop and turn there from Vega. Vega plays it into Hutton. Hutton plays the ball, however, into the defender. But Eze, play it to Hutton. And he is just absolutely sat there one-on-one with the keeper. And it's a surefire goal. But the header instead locks on to going to Ilias. And that is going to be half-time. That's a really disappointing half, boys. We've played okay at best, but the chances created have just not been good enough. It's as simple as that. The chances have not been good enough. So going to have to mix something up here. Vega been a little bit disappointing on this left-hand side. So what I think I'm going to do here is Vega is going to come off. He's had his chance, and I don't think he made up he just didn't really live up to what we were hoping here. So Nelson's going to come on that right hand side just a little bit quicker than than Chris. So he's going to come on that right hand side, and we're also going to take off De Silva and bring on Dexter Howe again, just a bit more creative than De Silva is. De Silva's definitely slightly more defensively minded box to box, whereas Howe is definitely more a creative and attacking minded box to box. So 2 changes at half time, hopefully 2 positive changes that can see us get back into this and then try and get a lead as well. But Eze there making the most of a loose touch very quickly now. Hutton on his right foot drives it into the keeper. I could have maybe tried to lay it off to Eze, but I don't think that would have worked out anyway. But yeah, that's a much more positive start than the start of the first half. Good effort early doors, and hopefully we can get a few more chances at that and we can convert soon enough. Hutton on the ball now. Going to try and find some space there. Nelson makes a lovely run, but Hutton plays it. I think it was still going to Nelson, even though Eze was on that overlap, but it's an absolutely diabolical effort of a pass. Eze gets the ball in a nice bit of open space here in the middle of the park now. Going to try and lay it through to Hutton. Plays that ball really well. Hutton with a little chip, and Hutton does find the back of the net. Really lovely pass from Eze. Again, it just goes to show that quality he's got, that he can play that pass. The other side of the defender knows where the player is going to make that run, and Hutton here, you can see on the inside of the left centre-back, but plays the ball from Eze to the right side of the middle centre-back. Lovely stuff. Lovely little chip. Comfortably onside, and on his weaker foot, plays it just delicately over Davies. Can't get to that one. And just like that, boys, we're back into it. Plenty of time on the clock to try and secure a second as well. It's been, since the goal, it's been all us. Since Sheffield United's goals, I should clarify, it's been all us, boys. We have been by far the dominant team. So we need to really just keep this pressure up, man. I think we can get a second. But if we concede, if we concede here after everything I was just saying, I'd be fuming. I'm going to get some changes ready that you guys will see, hopefully, next time it goes off. Nelson with the ball, going to try and turn his man. Does so really well, actually, and then plays a lovely pass into Hutton. Hutton, can he return the favour to Eze? A much better pass from Hutton. Eze with the strike, and that is inches wide of the post. Really good shot, but it has just missed the target. So close. But 2 changes. Ilias and Collins both coming off. Ozzy and Lecco both coming on. So Lecco is now playing on the right. Ilias moving back. Nelson going on to the left. So a lot of changes of wingers. I think it's just sort of the pace on this side is going to be very helpful for us. And we know what Lecco can do cutting inside as well. And I'd rather have him cut inside on that left foot across the goal. And then Ozzy's just coming on because Collins is pretty tired. Ferro still had plenty of stamina to sort of see the game out, whereas Collins was quite tired. So I think the change definitely made sense there. But I think that's all of our changes, is it maybe? Or I think we might have one more still, but we shall see. On a bit of a counter here, Nelson plays it into Hutton. Hutton's going to have to turn and find some options here. Finds Bellerin. Bellerin inside to Howe. Howe plays it to Eze. Going to have to rotate. Eze just manages to get it back to Howe. Howe into Hutton. We lose out there, boys. There's not long left. I'll let you guys sort of stay with me here. We'll play this out together, this ending, see if or what we can create. But they're going to try and play it out wide. Henry's got to be careful of the overlap on the outside, and he is. They've rotated this round quite nicely. I think the last chance of the game is going to fall Sheffield United's way. They play it out wide here. Bellerin needs to get this ball, and he needs to get it quick. Oh, you're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me, boys. Oh, it's terrible from Seny Dieng. It's absolutely terrible. It's shocking, boys. He's palmed it into the back of the net, and it's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. Bellerin just couldn't get that ball onto him. Then he got wrong side. The ball in's not that great. The acrobatic finish, fair play to him, but that's shocking from Seny Dieng. That really is. It's straight at him. His hands are there. He's pushed it behind him somehow. Ferro just isn't going to react quick enough to get to that. And I think that's going to be curtains, boys. I think that is going to be curtains. If we can get one last chance, that would be lovely. But even if we do, it's got to be absolutely perfect. And Nelson's run straight into danger. That's going to be full time. There's no way the ref gives any more time than that. He doesn't. And we lose 2-1. I was saying we just need to keep a steady ship. We just need to keep ahead of the pack. But that is not going to help our cause in the slightest, boys. That is the opposite of what we needed to achieve there. It's going to be a loss, and it's the first loss in a little while. But it is a 2-1 loss to Sheffield United. Not how we wanted to start today's episode. Well, not the result we were hoping to get from that game at all, in all honesty. We do have a week, however, to sort of recoup, have the player stamina sort of sort itself out a little bit. Obviously, Arsenal, I believe, overtake us on goal difference. Wait, was it on goal difference? Were Arsenal already ahead of us? Who's overtaken us? I'm honestly not sure. It must have been Arsenal. I think we were ahead of Arsenal. Maybe they still had a game to play. I'm not sure. Regardless, United stay on the same points, but that's because they haven't played yet. We do fall further behind Chelsea, who got a win. Again, the main aim here is staying in the top 6, top 7. Securing Europe is still what we want to try and do. So let's not beat ourselves up. It's a frustrating loss to get, but it's a loss nonetheless. Does that help Sheffield United? It does. It does see them out of the bottom 3. They were bottom of the table potentially on 17 points there, so that's helped their season potentially. We will see if they do manage to survive, but regardless, we put that one behind us. We go on to the next one. Okay, we actually had 2 weeks in between. There was an international break that I didn't remember seeing when I was first looking at the schedule stuff. So we've got Spurs up next. I think it was Everton, I think is who I was thinking we were going to play, but that maybe was rescheduled. I'm not too sure. Regardless, you can see our team fully fight and fit and ready to go. Changes from the first game is that Willock is back in and starting. However, is starting over De Silva. Vega complained that I took him off in the last game, but he had a bit of a stinker. So I've decided with his ranting and raving, he can be dropped from the first team for this game. I was going to give him both games, but he can go back to being a super sub, hopefully. We shall see. Regardless, let's get into this game. Let's take on Spurs. Travelled back to West London. Had a few players on international duty. It's worth sort of noting. Ilias, Jimmy Dunn, Vega, and I can't remember who the other player was. But we had 4 players on international duty. But however, no internationals today. Just worrying about the league, Premier League to be precise. Hopefully we can again come away with just points. We just need to keep up the points. If we can keep doing that, then we can stay in the position that we're in, which is top 6. It could be top 7 helps. I think it was Rob told me in the comments. I forgot what the numbers were already. But let's take on Spurs. I think it was a Kane-less Tottenham Hotspurs there. I'm fairly sure I didn't see Harry Kane. Could be the same situation for them in real life next season. Time will tell. Come on, you ask. Nice bit of play early on here. Eze. Going to wait for the run from Ilias. It just didn't happen. But Hutton, that's surely a foul, ref. Apparently not. I didn't think he got the ball at all there. Thought he definitely got me first if he did get anything of it. But apparently no foul. Eze wins that ball nicely in the Tottenham half here. Hutton going to lay it off to Howe. Howe into Ilias. Oh, I've tried to lay it off to Hutton. It's eventually got there, not by the means I tried. However, it is saved by, I believe, Forster in goal. I'm fairly sure that was Forster, not Lloris. We will see if it does show a close-up. But a good save in the end. Hutton playing the ball into the ground, but it was well saved. Do I have a left footer? I do. Fred isn't necessarily going to be the best at corners, but Fred is who is going to take our corner here. Let's whip this one in there into Harvey Hutton, who isn't going to jump for it, so it's going to be one. Luca's going to try and... Oh, no, it wasn't into Harvey Hutton because Harvey Hutton's on the edge of the box, and he's going to lose the ball. Play it out to Collins. Henry now. Can he overlap here and try and make something? Plays it back into Dexter Howe. Dexter Howe, lovely turn into Hutton. Just trying to recycle this ball. Hutton's passing is actually pants, by the way, boys. Hutton's passing lets him down so often. Lovely bit of play here. Eze on the ball, bringing this ball forward. Look at the run there from Fred. Fred on that left foot. Going to try and play it across the box. But it is well blocked there from the centre-back. But then poorly defended from, I think it's Doherty. And it is going to be a corner here. How on this? Why? I think I mentioned this last time. They're the wrong way round, my corner takers. I've got an in-swinger. We've got two out-swingers. I want in-swingers, boys. I want in-swingers. Let's whip this in there. Aiming it at... I'm not sure who it is. Oh, I think that was Chrissy Willock with a really good effort. Glancing header across the goal. Conte still there. Jesus Christ, this save has been going on for a while. But it's a good effort there from Willock, but it wasn't quite on target. It's still 0-0. Oh, lovely bit of play here. And now Son is bearing down on goal. But Henry doing what he did in the last episode, coming across and covering really, really well. And he really, really needed to. Very well done there from Henry. Good defence, man. Ilias cutting inside now. Going to play this ball. Oh, nearly through to Hutton. If that had just made it through, I think we had a pretty good chance on goal there. Nice bit of rotation here from Spurs. They're going to find this ball out wide. It won't give me Collins. I wanted Collins. Thankfully, I finally got Collins and he got in the way. That really was very nearly problematic because it just wouldn't let me change the player I needed to. But a lovely bit of play, it has to be said, from Spurs in the middle of the park there. But Willock here on a lovely run. Oh, the pass again. The pass in the final third is what is letting me down. I think I'm used to passing with some of the players I've got on Ultimate Team that have obviously got very high passing stats. And in this save, I clearly don't have very high passing stats. But we're going to play this around just a little bit more here. Fred, going to go out here. Going to find Dexter Howe. He's going to have the shot. It's going to hit the defender. And it's still 0-0 here. But hold on. No, ref, you can't blow the whistle there. You can't blow the... I've just won it in their box. I was just about to lay it off to Hutton. And that's an incredibly good chance of finding the back of the net just on the stroke of half-time. Would have been a dream time to have got a goal. But instead, we get absolutely mugged off by the referee. And we go in for half-time. I am actually livid about that. I won't lie to you. That has actually annoyed me. But it is what it is, boys. I'm not gonna whinge about it. Well, I already have. But I'm not going to whinge about it anymore. We move on, boys. It's happened. Hutton having a bit of a quiet game. You can see, by the way, 56 passing. I need to change whatever training drill he's doing. We need to sort that passing out because that is criminal behaviour. Passing and dribbling both need to go up. But let's take off Willock and bring on Lecco. I gave Lecco a very short period of time on the pitch last time, and I don't think he even really got a touch. So let's hope that bringing him on at half-time gives him a bit more of a chance to get an impact on the game, have his have his say on things. Because we know what he can do. We really do know what he can do in a game. He can come on and he can change things. That pace is just... It's unreal. Bit of a chance here to see the pace that Lecco offers. The ball into him from Bellerin was a little bit maybe direct. Needed it maybe in front of him to run onto. But yeah, it's hopefully we get a few more chances like that to show what he's about. But Eze here is going to have an effort from range. Very good save from the keeper. It's not Forster, it's Castiles. They've made a new signing. And Castiles is their keeper. Very, very good save. I'm just going to save time with messing around, sort of chopping and changing corner takers, trying to swing it in there with Abiri Eze. Now, Ilias is going to try Chavella here, but it's too near to Castiles. Good effort, though, from Ilias. It was worth a go. It's worth a go. Nice bit of play now. Going to play it into Hutton. Hutton, tries to play the 1-2. Spoiler alert, I wanted that to Lecco, not to Ilias. Richarlison tries to play that ball through, but Bellerin has done very, very well here. Obviously, I only really just thought about, the ex-Arsenal man up against Tottenham. Hopefully, some extra incentive for Hector. But, yeah, he's had a really, really good game today. Both fullbacks actually have. Henry's made that really, really good interception earlier on in the first half, sort of getting in the way of Son and stopping him from really being able to create too much. Collins has done really well. Ferro's not done badly at all, although Ferro's not really been too involved, which isn't necessarily a problem when your centre-backs aren't getting involved, particularly in a game. But now we've got Ilias Chair here running up against Ibanez. He wins the foot race, but the pass again is sloppy. I need to remember that these players are not going to play the best passes. We've seen the difference alone just from what Abiri Eze can do compared to some of the other players we've got in the team here. See, look, that there, much better weighted, and that's what you need to do, boys. That is where you find the back of the net. And now Hutton finally get on the score sheet. It's been a slow day at the office for him today. He's not really been able to create too much in either game, but he has managed to score both the goals we've scored so far. It has been a tough one though, boys. It's been an absolute stinker of a game, this one. 5 at the backs just caused me problems, but here we are with Harvey Hutton find the back of the net. Castile's finally beaten. He's been really good with a couple of saves today, but that is his 18th goal this season. I don't think you can complain if your teenage striker is bagging you just around 20 goals in a Premier League season. That's not bad at all. There's still plenty of time to go, but even if he hits 20, I'm very happy with that. 1-0, boys, 10 minutes on the clock. Going to get some changes ready to go, and let's see this one out, lads. Spurs rotating this round quite nicely. Find a chance at the edge of the box, but Seny there is equal to the chance and does get that one away initially. The boys do well, actually, to bring this one away full stop now. And now Dexter Howe, who is quite tired, is going to find a good pass here through to Harvey Hutton. Harvey Hutton bearing down on goal on his right foot with a good effort, but I've got to say that's a very good save there from Castiles. I would have loved to play it to Eze, but the chance wasn't there. 4 changes: Ferro, Henry, Chair and Hutton, Vega, Nelson, Led and Ozzy replacing them. It's worth noting it's going to be Lecco at striker, Vega at left wing and Nelson on at right wing. Obviously Ozzy coming on at centre back, and then we have hold on a second. Oh, good effort there from, I'm not even sure who it was, but it was a very good effort. But Laird coming on at left back is what I was going to say. But Collins, very good effort there. Well defended. Well saved, sorry, from the keeper. But let's try and get that one pretty much similar. Oh, I've not put enough power on that. Eze with the header, though. Castiles with a very good save. Gets up quickly enough to catch the ball as it drops as well. But, mate, I was trying to recreate the first chance, and I didn't quite recreate it, but we still had a decent effort on goal because of the chance there from Abire. Very nicely done indeed, boys. Very nicely done. Looking pretty good as things sit right now. Got to just be careful, though, not to give away anything silly at the end of this game. Great tackle from Ethan Laird, coming on and doing what he needed to do. That's the only real thing Laird had to do all game, and I'm glad that he did it, because he did it very well. That there is a big result. Could have been, honestly, more. Good effort from the edge of the box from Spurs in the second half that Seny saved very well, but that's the only chance he really created, or Spurs really created, I should say. But outside of that, I think we looked pretty good. We struggled to break them down, but near the end of the game, we did get a couple of chances. Found the back of the net with Harvey Hutton, and he's on his way to 20 goals this season for the young man. Very happy indeed. Very well done, boys. It was a tough one. It hasn't been a great episode in regards to results, but I'm glad we came away with 3 points to salvage things a little bit, because that first game obviously was a bit of a bump in the road. Huge result. And again, the EA cameraman doing the absolute business with that picture, getting half of Hutton in the shot. But regardless, very happy indeed with the 3 points. Let's see what it's done to the table. We are up in 5th. United, however, with 2 games to play, but Arsenal have played theirs and they lost. So what that means is that we are guaranteed at least 6th as things stand right now. We're currently 5 points clear of Spurs, which is huge, because they're, I think, the only team that can catch us to knock us out of any form of European football. But United are more than likely going to get at least 3 points in their 2 games. Could be that they don't get any, but let's assume that they probably will. And that will see them up to 5th again, which, again, I'm fine with it. We're a point off of 4th place. Again, with the 2 games that United play, we could be anywhere between level points ahead of them, or we could end up being, God, maths very quickly, could end up being 3 points behind them. But honestly, 5th, 6th, again, I'm happy with that, boys. I'm not looking for Champions League. I think there's a level of unrealistic, like, sort of nature to this anyway, the fact that we're in 5th. But we're in a career mode. We've made some signings. Realism slightly out the window. I keep it as realistic as I can with what's in front of us. But that is going to be where we round up today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do a like. Supports me, the video, the channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told at any time that we upload a video. If you want to watch us on our live streams, it's Hursty Games over on Twitch or TikTok. Links to both down below. So make sure you go and say hey and join us in some live streams. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome. And I'll see you very soon. Look after yourselves. And of course, wash your hands. Take care.